The Barricade Tire Deflators are for those of you that have a 1987 and up Wrangler and are looking for an easy and fairly quick way to deflate your tires so that you can have some better traction when you're off-road. These aren't really an item that you're going to install on the Jeep. They're something that you're going to put on, let them do their job, take them right back off again. You don't actually drive with these deflators in place. So again, not much of an install to talk about. We will talk about how to get these calibrated and how to use them in just a second. Now, when you are in an off-road situation, having your tires aired down is going to be a huge benefit. It's going to give you a larger contact patch with the ground, giving you some additional traction. It's also going to make it a much more comfortable ride when you're off-road. You're not going to be bouncing around as much, and those tires can absorb a lot more shock. So airing down, definitely going to be a good idea. But going around from one tire to the other with a traditional tire gauge to air down can take a little bit of time that you could be using for other things. So once you get an item like this calibrated, you simply screw it onto the valve stem. It airs down the tire to a desired pressure automatically and then stops airing down. So you can go ahead, disconnect your sway bars, do whatever else you need to do while your tires are airing down. Now, like I said, this is going to be pretty quick, but it's not going to be quite as quick as some of those devices that will completely remove your valve stem core. That's going to be the quickest way to air down your tires. But you have to be there doing that. You can't be disconnecting your sway bars at the same time. So just a little bit of a different flavor. Now, there are going to be a couple different options of these out there. These ones in particular are going to be solid brass. They have a couple of rubber O-rings inside of them that are pretty easy to calibrate. They come with this pouch. So overall, I think a pretty nice package. But again, there are going to be some other options that are going to work very similarly. So as for construction, like I said, these are going to be solid brass. They do have a couple of rubber O-rings on the inside of them, but overall there's not going to be any plastic on them, so they are going to hold up and work really well for you. You're going to get the full set of 4 plus a handy carrying pouch so you can stuff all 4 of the deflators in there, throw them in your center console or in your glove box and have them ready for when you need them. Now, these do have a way to calibrate them. So these can work for 0 to 30 pounds of pressure. So you're going to have a set ring that you're going to be able to unscrew. You'll set the tire pressure that you want this to air down to and reset that set ring. And then you really don't have to mess with that anymore as long as you want to continue to air down to that same pressure. Of course, if you get different tires, you want to change the pressure, you can always recalibrate these whenever you need to. So like I said, not much of an installation at all for this item. The way that you're going to calibrate them is to air down one tire to your desired pressure. Then you're going to screw the deflator onto the tire, loosen up the set ring, and adjust it until air starts coming out of the tire. Then you're going to back off just a little bit so there's no air coming out of the tire and set that set ring in place. You're going to do that same process for all 4 of these, and that is what's going to allow these to air down to the same pressure every time and then stop airing down once they get to that desired pressure. Then when you want to use these, just take your valve stem caps off, screw these onto the tire, they'll start deflating, and then walk away. Like I said, disconnect your sway bars, do whatever else you need to do. They'll all stop deflating when they get to that desired pressure. You simply unscrew them and screw your valve stem caps back on. Now, these are a big, heavy brass piece. You definitely don't want to drive with these on. So again, you're going to screw them on, let them air down, and remove them again before you actually hit the trails. This set of deflators with the carrying pouch comes in at right around $30, which I do think is going to be a pretty fair price. Like I said, there are some other options out there. They're going to be very similar, also going to be well built, probably right around the same price range. I personally have a set of these in my Jeep. If I am going to be airing down the tires and doing some other activities, I will use these versus some of those other types of deflators that completely remove the valve stem core. These have worked really, really well for me, and I think that they are fairly priced for what you're getting. So if you're looking for a way to easily deflate all 4 tires to a desired tire pressure and give you the ability to do some other things while they're deflating, a set of tire deflators like these ones from Barricade are a great option, and you can find these ones right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.